Yeah.
I must take a moment today to thank the boldness of our government and our shareholders.
William Hamilton built his venture on the ashes of the Second World War. The copper mine he envisioned was ransacking the First Nations' ancestral territories, drawing the wrath of the local people. It definitely took nerves of steel to stay the course, despite all this hostility.
Ongoing hostility.
Before long, in the face of William Hamilton's cold and uncompromising stance, the petitions and peaceful protests turned into sabotage, vandalism, and other criminal acts. The industrialists' private properties also encountered the wrath of the demonstrations. Carl Faubert, a veteran of the Korean War, was hired from Montreal as a private detective to shed some light on this whole thing. But at the end of his long journey to northern Quebec, the detective did not only encounter property damage, he also came face to face with the corpse of William Hamilton. The strangeness only kept building throughout the investigation. A powerful, unseasonable blizzard hit the region. Bodies frozen in unbreakable ice appeared. The local fauna began to act strangely and aggressively. Carl Faubert began to doubt his own sanity. The detective felt the weight of a gaze, as if he were at the mercy of a powerful, feral creature waiting for the right moment to attack. Carl's fear was taking over, overpowering his reason. He was giving in to delirium. In that instant, he thought that the dark waters of the lake might shield him from the shapes that pursued him. From there, he had a renewed hope in civilization, or whatever was left of it.
I didn't catch the part of whatever was left of it. There's not much to find out yet. Hell's going on?
Carl knew that on one of these shores stood William Hamilton's lavish mansion, and there the detective had hopes of finding a way out of the area. A phone, a truck, who knows? Under the luxurious paneling and damask carpets, he might be able to find answers to his questions.
Whatever you say, bro.
The detective wondered about the floating debris. Had it drifted out from the shore, or had it been abandoned there in the middle of nowhere?
Empty boats. Why's the engine not running? Ah! Lunacy, I tell you.
Carl saw a boat in the distance, clearly piloted by one of his own. Had he finally made it to civilization?
Bonnet de douche.
His hopes were immediately drowned out by the sound of gunshots. Time to flee again, and fast. Carl swam without a thought, yet each stroke was desperate. The icy water and his wounds made him feel weaker and weaker. He had to get to shore.
I was a weak. Kona Brume. Brume. Brume.
and the hypothermia were tearing at Carl's poor body. He finally saw light in the distance.
Poor
He
boy.
was filled with a faint sense of hope. Could it be a refuge?
It might be. It's a pretty up-class shed to me. I think I could live in one of these sort of places, just away from it all. God, how you feel? Do it. Some of that. I'm gonna read that. Richard, we missed each other again. I slipped the money under the door. When you were finished with the delivery, just leave the key in the gazebo. Same place as usual. I'll be gone for a few hours, but I will see you next time in front of the checkerboard. Be prepared to get your ass kicked. Charles. Ooh, very posh. Build and repair. Na, 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 na. October the 3rd, 1970. Construction, material delivery, maintenance work on gazebo. Missing anything else?
Once his injuries were treated,
Burrito Supreme. Oh. Supreme. Get a comfy spot. Oh, there you go.
Carl struggled to wake up. His makeshift bandages offered him little time. If he wanted to find the truth, he had to get to Hamilton Manor without delay.
Alright.
The starting point of his investigation was to take inventory of his working tools.
What are you talking about? So what am I missing then? No. Take another selfie. Do. I forgot these things existed. Nice. It's going in my documentary. hell.
Carl left his refuge, knowing that he was headed to a more comfortable, but otherwise ominous place. Hamilton's mansion.
Oh, let's make a run for it. Um, Battery. I bet I could open it if I scraped away the snow or shoveled it or something. This is an outrage. Oh, well. Labrador tea leaves. Where? Dog ate my stash. Labrador, man. What's around here? When's the game getting spooky? What's that? Little fox?
Wolves do not generally attack human beings. At least, not unless you attack them first.
What is this?
These stones came from a long time past, from a local people who had an organic relationship with these lands.
An orgasmic
Carl
relationship.
felt somewhat reassured by the construction.
Reassured I would not stand underneath it. Then again, I'm not Carl. So let's do it anyway. Nope. Anyway, can I still track that fox? Or wolf or whatever the fuck it was. This is how we do it. Oh. Private property.
The security was more reminiscent of a Korean military base than a mining operation.
Fair enough. Why am I not opening it?
Carl tried to put the horror into perspective. Accidents happen, and in the inhospitable far north, it happens more often than not. Nevertheless, a feeling
Damn,
of deja
son.
vu stayed with him, as if the carnage was not over.
What the fuck? Oh, don't say I have to deal with radiation.
What were these mysterious fragments? And why was there a warning about the broom? This letter raised more questions than it answered for the detective.
Adventure Protocol Disaster Crisis Contingency Hamilton Mining Operation to all employees of emergency intervention unit. In case of an explosion or a disruption within the matter, quickly retrieve the secured box located in your coverage area. Fragments to collect without delay, beware of the mine's volatility. Under no circumstances should you get close to the broom. Brume. Collect the fragments with the mine's usual protocol. Whatever, dude. Wait, am I meant to be looking for something? Fuck, man. What? Come on. Oh, I don't get it. What I'm looking for is up that way. So let's go. Yeah, big scary house.
This was the mansion of the late William Hamilton. No doubt about it. There was no other rich industrialist in the area to have a sumptuous mansion built in the middle of nowhere.
We've just plonked all the lamps around because like shoot the architect surely. They were about to leave. Not liking the fact I've got so much ammunition. It doesn't bode well. Oh, okay.
Si vous entendez ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Tenez-vous le plus loin possible de la faune. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement agressifs. Je répète, tenez-vous le plus loin possible des animaux et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la HMC. Si vous entendez ceci, ce message est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Tenez-vous le plus loin possible de la faune. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement agressifs. Je répète, tenez-vous le plus loin possible des animaux et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la HMC.
In case
si vous
I don't
entendez
have to do that all
ce
over
message
again.
est crucial. Trouvez un endroit où vous mettre à l'abri. Ne sortez qu'en dernier recours. Si vous avez à sortir, armez-vous et méfiez-vous de quiconque porte les couleurs de la Hamilton Mining Corporation. Les animaux sont devenus extrêmement agressifs. Je répète, tenez-vous le plus loin possible des animaux et méfiez-vous de quiconque.
This letter, found in the cabin, mentioned a gazebo. The key to the mansion would likely be there.
Something about under the door. Slip the money under the door. When you're finished to do, you just leave the key in the gazebo, same place. Money under the door. I suppose money doesn't really do anything on this, I'm guessing. I don't remember it in the first one. Locked. Cannot be opened. Oh, I finally know how to go up. Oh, and that's how to jump. Okay, that changes everything. Locked on the other side. It's too late to hesitate. You can't keep on this. They got them frosted up 90s windows. Here's Robbie. Guess that's gonna jump out at me or something probably. Even worse. Someone's either arriving or leaving. Murder an apple. That is a solid urn. Too many batteries than one man can take. What the heck? Apples all over the gaff. Visionaire. Scotch at 5 o'clock. The soup. Yeah. No idea. They got a Winnie the Pooh. Okay, don't open. Wow.
Carl was overcome with a strange emotion. The crossword puzzle was in French, so he guessed it was the work of a Hamilton employee and not Hamilton himself.
Okay, whatever, dude. Oh no, I don't want to do that. No, 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 no. I'm gonna get lost in this place. Not in a good way either. Oh. Got yick. What? Doesn't make sense. Oh. Looked from the other side. $0.25, can't be bad. Not quite breaking even yet. Came through that way. What other game have I seen that in? Where do I know this from? Fallout? Maybe? Oh, that's gonna bug me. Bug me to no end. Come on man, I want to put on some music. Every Saturday around 10 o'clock in the morning, Seraphin Podryer's wife would wash the floors of the Sunday kitchen. She could be seen on her knees barefoot, wearing a grey woolen skirt, a threadbare blouse, her face dripping with sweat, with strands of black hair would stick. Donalda Leloge is the wife of miserly Seraphin Powdryer. He treats her as a less than a servant. What an arsehole. As he exploits his neighbours by lending them money at exorbitant rates, his greed is such that it will lead him to his downfall. He's nothing to write home about either, is he? Rock and roll Quebec band. Liz Classel. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. Finding Maggie. From the best-selling author of The Ice-Hearted Man and Carabo Lepidus, Private Eye Harvey Buck thought he was done with Maggie Sullivan. She paid him his fee. He handed over shots of her husband cheating on her, but one morning Peter Sullivan turns up in his office and asks him to find Maggie, his wife, who's been missing for several days. Detective Buck's trademark acerbic humour is on full display in his comical, blood-soaked thriller, His Quest, which takes him across the United States and up to Canada, where readers shivering from both antidepressants, anticipation, and the cold. Originally from Chicago, Henry Esther, formerly known as Henry Hamilton, had his life turned upside down when, at age 14, he left the land of his birth with his family to settle in northern Quebec. The turning point in the writer's life confirmed his literary destiny and led him to fully embrace the language of his adopted country. He wrote his first novel, He Had No Name, during his law studies at Université Laval. For Emily Lebrun, who's always been there for me, even through difficult times. Why does it want me to replace battery? I don't get it. Come on, I want to use the television. Damn it, stop giving me so many choices. Why does it want me to do that then? So stupid. Bookends, Simon and Garth Uncle. Inching towards defeat. Should I not be getting heavily poisoned or something? Come on, where's the radiation homies at? So what exactly am I doing here? In that way. I'll go that way. always rain on me. What the hell, man? Right, I don't get it.
Carl could feel his muscles weakening, his breath wheezing, his body going numb.
Oh, it's wheezy breath.
What was happening to him?
Getting radiated. He's tripping straight balls. What is happening to me?
The floor was rocking. The walls seemed to be running from Carl's hands as he tried to steady himself. Something was not right. Carl's thoughts were twisting in his head, making him dizzy.
Ooh, that's interesting. Bloody handprint on the door or something. Oh, there we go. Painting of a plum. Traces of lipstick. Is that important? I'll never know. What on a game of pool? Black, and I move on. Ho, 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 ho. The old hair. Man, I must not be high enough. Oh, what? I was enjoying that. I want to do it again. Terrain landscapes. big old globe.
Carl knew how eccentric older millionaires could be, with more money than they know how to spend it. But never could he have imagined such a sophisticated puzzle.
It's not really sophisticated as a map, man. Libya, alright, 1 minute. Libya is there. Japan's well over there. Is that right? Who knows? That affects in Canada, so it's not well over there. Oh, I don't want to have to do it from this point of view. United States. Whatever. Me. Meters off there somewhere. What? Menace puzzle.
Carl Faubert made a profession out of reconstructing a whole from seemingly incongruous parts. This reconstructed globe forced him to recognize how much more complex the mystery that was currently plaguing Manistan was in comparison.
Yes, I've been there, but will I come back? No, no, no. Tilda Swinton on that one. TLDR. Windows of perception on psychotropic drugs. Trifluoperazine is a typical antipsychotic of the pyrazine phenoprazine. It acts primarily as a postsynaptic dopamine receptor blocker. Its properties make it suitable for treating patients who suffer from hallucinations or psychosis. Yeah, it must have a different name here. Get out of my way, you code. moose, brown bears and beavers are rather shallow in nature, but are keen to observe a hiker through the woods. Hiking through the woods is sure to spot a few. What's wrong with my brain, man? Oh, do I have to go upstairs? Oh no, this building is just far too big. Too big for me boots. One Canadian coin. Oh, it rests on a hillside in the Alps. Oh. Yeah, I was about to say. Some evil eyes. Oh no, that's not over there yet. Okay, the door's locked, that's great.
Carl was struggling to move forward. His feet could hardly find their way in front of him. He doesn't know which way he came from or the way he's going. Everything seems to be going in a circle, a spiral carrying him. He doesn't know where or how.
Reminds me of that Conscience song, Eminem. Meet Eddie. Like, where you going? What, there's a gun right there. Sort the light out.
Carl suddenly feels like he's waking up, but inside of a dream.
Wait, if I just missed some pages now, does it signify I've gone back in time? Yep, the last entries are gone. Yep, take no chances.
The cold hits him suddenly, like a bucket of freezing water. Had he
Felt ugly,
completely
like a ball
lost
bag in the wind.
Or was he supposed to accept the manor's strange architecture, suddenly leading him to the middle of nowhere?
That bloody
These imposing structures seem to come from the depths of time, or from the
Bohemian
moonlight,
Grove, innit?
or even from his own mind, clouded after an afternoon nap.
Oh no. Oh no, not this shit again. Right, what's that mean? What does that mean? Tell you what I will do, because no one will believe me. New scrapbook. Right, what's the significance? How many roots are there? 4. We have to line it up with that thing? How would that work? Follow me. Very
The
gentlemanly
detective
of me.
had no idea how it worked, but the stones seemed to slide on the rails smoothly as soon as the totem pole was rotated.
Oh, so this. Oh wait, there's another one there. Alright. Thank you much. There's one there. One there. Red face. Tree. So red has to be in here. Looks alright to me. Pretty blue to me, but it's... Okay. Now this one we're just trial and error it. Tell me what I've got to do, man. Do you know what? Right, that one's lit up, so maybe that's in the right place now. There's 4 of them. Now I'm just getting confused. Is that from whence I came? Yep. Maybe it depends on the way it's actually facing, which is east. Okay, right. That's facing east now. Red one is facing west. Facing west. South for whatever that's supposed to be, Chinga. That's not Chinga.
He did not know how or why, but Carl sensed that something in this game had been completed, and now they wanted to lead him to this cabin.
Yeah, it's about breaking a fourth wall. We'll be back soon, we'll be back soon, we'll be back soon, we'll be back soon, we'll be back soon.
Corvo had been left all alone, abandoned to his fate. There was no longer anyone to rescue him from the torrent of hatred that swept away his heart.
His face. Bon voyage. Just a bit.
The detective felt like he was sleepwalking, pulled by a larger force
Also-
towards the light that was calling him, as if it was asking to be set free. The
Yes.
stone that resonated in the room must have been one of the fragments HMC had been seeking. If he isolated it, Carl hoped he might come to his senses. The pulse of the stone invaded Carl's mind, and he felt a strange, dark presence take shape near him.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Fuck.
Carl could make out some trophies here and there that he had seen earlier in what seemed like a dream.
Don't forget the pain you felt in the drain. Was that Eternal Sonata or something? I swear I own that. Okay. Wait, have I even been here before? This place is so fucking big, man. La, 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 la. Splish, splosh, splish. Oh, where are we going? Is there a fireplace somewhere? Why do you need a fireplace if there's radiators? Come on. I don't know what I'm doing here. Right. This is chop chop. And what I can't drop him though. All that.
The heavy steam made it impossible to get to the staircase. There had to be another way.
There is another way. I've sort of found where to put the valve on. You alright with that? Where's the fucking... Let's bring this in. Well, a wheel that can't be rotated. Do I have two revolvers now? Right, I think.
The whistle slowly dying down like a kettle going out meant only one thing for Carl. Mission accomplished.
Got beans. Whoa! Oh, I'm tripping. What was it, a teddy bear or something?
It had the shape of a wolf, but Carl Faubert knew instinctively that it was not the wolf. That gaze that never left him, that icy blue gaze, was not that of an animal.
point of this guy who counted us. Why is it? She dead.
Man is wolf to man, said the philosopher.
The
Seeing the state of this poor woman, one could only imagine such fury, which would explain the barricades and the fright that Carl could sense in the chaos of the place. What had happened here was not caused by a man.
Nuh-uh. Well, got any more of them pixels? Emily LeBrun. We have a new resident at the manor. Jules is his name. Jules, Betty. Jules. An employee of the mine. He's very courteous and not very talkative. He avoids our gaze when we talk to him. His room is unusually clean. This morning I went in to change his sheets and his bed looked as if it had not been disturbed since last week. It's still made exactly the way I had made it. I didn't see a trace of laundry, clean or dirty. Doesn't even have a suitcase. Does he sleep here? Where does he go at night? I put Charles on the case, he's good at spying. Hamilton is coughing more and more. I caught him hiding a handkerchief full of blood in his pocket the other day at a meeting with some businessmen. I tried to bring tea and was practically chased out of the room. Last night I couldn't resist and kept an eye on Hamilton. He is so skinny, I worry about him. As I approached his room, I heard Jules. I didn't understand what they were saying, but it's an odd time for a formal meeting. Charles's investigation was unsuccessful. By the way, we still don't know what Jules is doing at the manor. Jules' presence at the manor is almost invisible. He's working with Mr. Hamilton on something, but I don't know what. I don't like knowing. It makes me anxious. I was awakened this morning by the sound of broken glass from the living room. It was the work of some vandals. The window is completely broken. They even left graffiti on the garage. Mr. Hamilton was fucking livid. It's the first time in months that I've seen any vigour coming from him. He said he would hire a detective to find out the people responsible. Fucking hell, he's full of threats, isn't he? No more counting Geigers for me. Why does it have to be so fucking scary, man? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, it's posh in here, isn't it? That's exactly what your father was. It's poetry carved in flesh. It's beautiful photograph. To the deadliest sin we confess, tears and joy fill our lives. We are safe where the spirit sings. Cry out, don't cry for safety. Been in before. Yep, been in before. Right, let's go upstairs. It's Napoleon. Napoleon blown apart. Hold your hand in your sorrow. Some of that sweet, sweet Canadian currency. I haven't got a rifle. It's a no from me. Is this been that's been here before or what? Sounds too healthy, does it?
From the sound of it, whatever had just fallen was monumental in size. Carl Faubert was on edge.
That's how come that's been on for donkeys and my batteries keep running out like every 10 minutes. Atmosphere in there. That's Jeremy Corbyn. Bushley, that's what it is. Locked from the inside. Oh, well, that's pointless. No, it's not. Wait, where am I? What the fudge? Oh, there's just far too many rooms here.
In this boudoir's former glory, you would have seen Lady Hamilton's refinement in every inch of the tapestry. It had become only a shadow of what it once was.
But a shadow with a sheep. Chest locked. Oh no. There's nothing in it. Is that Father Jack's underwear hamper? Oh, I don't remember where the fucking key is. Blah 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 blah. I'll just read the last entry. Henry, I love you. Henry, you're my everything. Never would I leave you if it wasn't that we already lost each other. Be careful, my little boy. Life is malicious, always trying to eat every little bit of your soul. You will be great and beautiful. Keep fighting. Touching. Reaching out. Touching me. That's the way you do it. Take your time and TV. I have a fucking clue what's going on.
Hamilton's room would keep its secrets. A disaster made it impossible.
You keep your secrets now. Flash frozen. Frozen fresh. Fresh version. It's the pointless room. Or another pointless room. No, it's the pointless room. Doesn't sound too healthy. Oh, spirit dogs. Run away. That's what you get. Just bite it for the look. I don't like it. Oh, you fucking prick. What is that? Oh.
Just a few days of renovation work will finally have your very own projection room, my dear. Aren't you going to say anything?
There's nothing to say.
Whatever do you mean?
That room, it's not for me. Nothing has ever been.
Come now, don't speak nonsense. You know I love you.
As much as you love Cynthia,
Who?
I know about her, William, and I'm too weary to care about anything.
You're off your rocker.
You're off your tits,
No
though.
Cynthia.
Never mind, it doesn't matter.
What sort of projector is it? It's just one frame. Money and cents. Start on one. Boring. Ah, chisel. The biscuits. She says. Man that bears no reflection. I already figured out he's already dead. Get that glove now. Right, I'm done. It's just far too big. I'm getting lost.